and welcome to a brand new video. In today's video, we're doing something classic, a little classy as they would say, and we're reviewing a lightsaber, something we haven't done in a good minute. Now, today's lightsaber was provided to us by Kyber Lightsabers. Make sure to check them out. Some of the most easiest lightsabers to mod, whether you're messing with the soundboard or the physical saber itself. Without further ado, let's pop into this review. In today's review, we're reviewing their RGB sabers. Now, in the last review, we checked out their NeoPixel saber, and that thing's a badass and cool and fancy, but as I said in the video, as much as I say it's a buy, I wouldn't use it for full contact dueling. However, their RGB sabers, 100%. Now, first off, before we go any further, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It's totally free, and it helps us out. Not only that, but check out the links in the description for likes of Kyber Light and everything else you could possibly want and need. That being said, let's start with the fact with what's the difference between an RGB saber and a NeoPixel saber. RGB sabers, well, simply put, they utilize one singular RGB light setup down here, usually a mix of red, green, blue, which allows them to have a bunch of colors, and it shoots up into the tube itself. Compared to a NeoPixel, where it has a string of lights, it's just one light source that shoots upward. Pros to lightsabers like this, they make extremely good dueling, sparring, and fencing sabers. Because these blades can break, and so long as your hilt is good, you get yourself a new blade, pop it in, you're good. So, to start with, for the durability and effectiveness, I give this bad boy a solid 10 out of 10. Now comes the design, efficiency, how does it run, is it good? Kyber Light lightsabers are designed to be some of the most easily modded lightsabers on the market. Meaning, when it comes to the physical looks, they use a sleeve system and a hilted system where it's simple, easy to slide parts on, slide parts off, and they secure themselves quite good. You don't hear any rattling in this because it's all secure. Next up, what you get is an extremely moddable electronics board that's on the inside. Now, I am going to keep this one together because I have a spare inner core that it just kind of stopped taking a charge. It wasn't working. So I'm going to let you look at this real quick. This is basically what the core of this lightsaber looks like. That's all your electronics are. This thing is mostly made of metal minus the plastic core, which honestly makes sense because it helps absorb impacts and shocks, which this thing's going to feel a lot of, especially with someone like me. Now, when it comes to ease of use, 10 out of 10. It's super simple to use, easy enough. It's not all that complex. That being said, this saber has 90% of the same sound fonts as that saber stock. Mind you, if you plug these two sabers into your computer, you can add more, put new ones on, add effects and such. But stock-wise, they come with the same, -2, of course, that being that that comes with the 2 rainbow fonts and a couple others that are more specific to that. Some that one has, this does have a fire font, and we'll be going over that. Last review, we went over 5 different fonts, and today we're going to do the same thing, 5 different fonts. Without further ado, yeah, 10 out of 10 for the effectiveness, efficiency, build, doesn't work, basically. Now here comes the question, how does it look? And let me tell you something. I didn't specifically touch on this in the last one, but these sabers look sexy. Now, I named my NeoPixel saber look. Can you guess what this one's name is? To remind you, my NeoPixel is named Quasar. So what's this one? Tell me now. Take a guess. Done guessing? I call it Zopto. Zopto. Zopto! And I'll show you guys some photos of Zopto so you get a better look at it. But basically, the looks gets a solid 10 out of 10. This is all around. Like, Kyber Light in itself is a 10 out of 10 brand. Even if you're just someone like me who casually enjoys it, uses them for duels, has fun filming with them, but, you know, maybe you don't get so much on the techie side, it is still something amazing and worth the price, I'm telling you. That being being said, we're going to go over 5 of the fonts. We're going to go over the Fire Sword one, and then we'll just cycle through until we find 4 other ones that are nice. So I'm going to kill the lights, and we're going to do this. Let's turn this on.
Mag cycle. The return. The hermit in the sands.
We'll do Hermit in the Sands. So that was one that saber had. And this one has 2. So if you can't tell, it also has the flicker effect. But on camera, it's not as prevalent. I'm actually really happy. I didn't realize it had Hermit in the Sand like that. But yes, this is Hermit in the Sand, which is one of the sound fonts from the other saber. This is one of those sound fonts that flickered. This is still movie accurate in person, but on camera you have to adjust your exposure settings to get it just right.
Father. Savage Knight. Dark Saber. Emperor.
We'll show off Emperor, which should give us a solid blade look. Yep. And as you can see, that's solid, beautiful blade. Alright, enough messing with it. I was trying to see if I could do something with it. I don't know if I got it right. Here we go. Here's the Fire Sword. So, as stated, it still looks like a fire. When you move it, it does react like you're moving embers. The blade itself does get brighter and dimmer. But, as you can tell, it's not as nice as the other one. Let's do Tuscan Terminator. Ready? You guys remember that one? Yeah, again, it just flickers. Again, NeoPixels are great for those looks because they can do that kind of thing. RGBs, it's not so much. But the pros to the RGBs is they're a lot more durable and you can duel with them. And the pros to the NeoPixel is the looks and how it looks prettier. So it's up to you on which you'd rather get. Now for me, for my personal use, I'd likely get an RGB saber. But you know your boy can't pass up the opportunity to scoop up a NeoPixel when they can. So do yourself a favor, check out the links below, show Kyber Light some love, show me some love, like, comment, and subscribe, and ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have a beautiful one. Without further ado, check those links, and peace on out.